Cabinet Office Minister David Lidington wants to put a stop to foot-dragging over Brexit. Cabinet Office Minister Mr Lidington will hold talks with Scottish Deputy First Minister John Swinney in Edinburgh and Welsh First Minister Carwyn Jones. During today's visit to Cardiff, the devolved administrations of the two nations are refusing to recommend granting consent for the EU Withdrawal Bill, which transposes EU law to UK law until changes are made to the controversial Clause 11 to protect devolution. The Scottish and Welsh administrations regard the Clause 11 as a power grab because it transfers devolved EU powers to Westminster, but the Conservatives claim it is needed to set up UK-wide frameworks before further devolution. Mr Lidington will meet Carwyn Jones and John Swinney, First Ministers of Wales and Scotland. We need to work together to find an agreed way forward. Cabinet Office Minister David Lidington. Mr Lidington said, "I am very much looking forward to visiting Scotland and Wales. The UK government is committed to building a Britain where our strong economy benefits all parts of the UK. I am also looking forward to continuing my discussions with Carwyn Jones and John Swinney on how we can make progress with the EU Withdrawal Bill in our face-to-face talks today. We need to work together to find an agreed way forward." Scottish Secretary David Lidington wants to agree an amendment to bring to the House of Lords Scotland's Brexit Minister Michael Russell was bullish in advance of the talks, telling MSPs Mr Lidington must put forward an amendment to Clause 11 for any progress to be made. He said on the EU Withdrawal Bill, "We are becoming increasingly exasperated by the UK government's approach." Mr Russell denied that the issue represented a disagreement between the Scottish and UK governments, but stressed that it was agreed unanimously within Holyrood that the bill was incompatible with devolution. He said the Scottish and Welsh governments' joint amendments to the bill to protect devolution were rejected by UK ministers, who then failed to honour the commitment for amendments of their own. The UK government must make changes to address these concerns. Scottish Secretary David Lidington, who will take part in the Scottish talks along with Mr Russell, said, "We want to agree an amendment to the EU Withdrawal Bill which we can then bring forward in the Lords." In addition to the Brexit meetings, Mr Lidington will co-host a meeting of the expert panel set up by Welsh Secretary Alan Cairns to advise on arrangements for leaving the EU. The Cabinet Office Minister will also hold round-table discussions with business leaders in both Cardiff and Edinburgh.